Hello, my beautiful lovers of the world. It's me, Queen Nightmare. I was making my fourth one, and I didn't mention that right after I said bye-bye, my dad went bye-bye because he's all the way downstairs and he can hear me a little bit. That's why I'm not swearing in these videos. So when I do a small swear, you know the real one, okay? Got that? You got it, buddy. You got it. Okay. Anyways, guys, I'm going to read a Drarry fan fiction, and I have to have another one because it wouldn't be consistent, would it? Okay, a Merry Drarry Christmas. It's December day 1. Hold on a second. There's a crying Draco right here, and I have to take a picture of it. Okay. It just turned December, and Harry only found out that he was bi during the summer. Now, how is he going to survive Hogwarts? Sure, he survived Voldemort twice, but this is different. What are his friends going to think of him? Hermione would say, it's okay. Ron would say, when did that happen? Or something like that. So, he doesn't have a worry about his friends. That's good. But what about his enemy, Malfoy? He'd do anything to make Harry's life miserable, which Harry's not looking forward to that. He'll have to keep it a secret from everyone, even his friends. Harry doesn't want this to just accidentally be blurted out. This is going to be one tough year. He tries to quiet his brain so he can think about other things, important things, like his classes and Quidditch. Harry tries his best to think about who the new potions professor is going to be. Since Snape was killed, there had to be a new professor for this year. In order for students like Harry Potter to learn potions. Hopefully this professor isn't going to be mean like Snape was. This is going to be one excruciating but exciting year. How did Harry get so much to worry about? He'll never know. Maybe this year will be easy and done with. Harry gets off the train and sees Hogwarts across the dangerous waters. He can't turn back now, even if he wanted to. The train left and before changing its mind. He enters the Gryffindor common room, finds Ron sitting on his bed, not Harry's, reading something. Harry couldn't resist sneaking behind his friend and jump-scaring him with Malfoy's painting the Gryffindor table green. Ron freaks out and jumps off the bed. Harry laughs. Then he looks to his friend while clutching his racing heart. Not funny, mate. I could have gotten a heart attack. But you didn't, Harry says, while retaining his laughter. Ron looks at him furiously. Then it turns into a smile and laughs. I guess it was pretty funny. Harry gives one more laugh and then breathes. Sorry that I scared you. I just saw you there and I didn't want to waste the opportunity. Haha. Be glad I didn't kick your bloody ass. What are you two talking about? Harry and Ron turned their heads and found Seamus. How I scared Ron. Harry speaks up. Seamus laughs at that. Ron stares daggers at Seamus, making the laughing Gryffindor stop. Calm down, Ron. From me doing that, I'll let you try to scare me. Deal? Ron looks it over, then looks at Harry. Deal. Do I get a part in this? Seamus asks. You want to be scared? You want to scare or be scared? Harry asks, Can it be both? Harry shrugs. Don't see why not. This is going to be fun. Walking into the first class, he spots the blonde that he was hoping he would never run into. Malfoy looks Harry's way and looks back to his desk. That was weird, Harry thought. Mr. Potter, please take a seat so that we can begin. Harry nods and sits in the only empty seat in the room. He turns his head to Malfoy, who was looking at him, then not. What in the world? Harry thought as he turns back to his paper. Is he still thinking? Draco thought as he... Is he still looking? Draco thought as he takes another glance at Potter. No. Nope. He dreamily looks at Potter, sadly looking back at the assignment paper. Draco finished all early and leaves. He had other things to tend to, like sending a letter to his mother. Once he exits the room, tears start to form in his eyes. Draco does his best to hold them back until he's somewhere not around his fellow classmates. He walks down the dimly lit corridor, feeling the urge to cry getting stronger, when he makes it into the boys' bathroom. Seeing that no one's here, the tears slowly fell from his eyes. He sits against the cold stone wall, letting nothing stop the sadness in him. Draco didn't fight back. He feels his legs and lays his head there. He knows he should have fought back, but what's the use? Harry will never love him. What are you doing? Draco's head shoots up and hears Hermione. What are you doing in the boys' bathroom? Harry asks. He asked bitter. Oh, wait. I thought it was a girl. Okay, sorry. What are you doing? Draco's head shoots up and sees Hermione. What are you doing in the boys' bathroom? He asks bitterly, but the bite was replaced with sadness. It's the all-student bathroom. It was installed during the summer. This is the all-students bathroom. It was installed during the summer. Hermione says she looks at him and sees the tears he's been crying. Hermione couldn't believe what she was going to ask. Are you okay, Malfoy? Draco was also surprised by the question as well, but he answered it anyway. No, I'm not okay. Hermione walked closer to him and puts a hand on his left shoulder. He wanted to smack it away, but instead he cries even more. Shh, shh, it's okay, Hermione says, quietly as she got on her knees and wiping the tears away. Draco slams himself against her, crying into her robes. Hermione didn't know what to do, so she puts a hand on his head. It's okay. No, it's not, Granger, Draco cries. Hermione seriously does not know what to do. This is Malfoy, the one that kept calling her a mudblood. Now look at him, crying about something. Tell me why you're crying, Hermione asks softly and politely. Why should I tell you? Draco asks, whimpering. I don't know. I'm just trying my best to help you. Draco pulls away just a little bit. Why would you want to help me? Because during the war with Voldemort, you ran to our side and fought with us instead of against us. That means there must be good in you. Okay. That means I'm a coward. I wouldn't I wanted to save my own skin by helping you. The tears streamed down his face. Hermione pulls him back into her arms. Please, just leave me to suffer. I'm not going to do that. I need a friend, You need a friend, right? So that's what I am going to be. Draco lifts his head. Why do you have to be a heroine all the time? Draco thought. Your heroics are such a pain, he whispers to himself. Hermione stands and helps him up. Let's go to the Great Hall and eat. Draco couldn't believe that Granger is trying to help him and be his friend. This is definitely going to be interesting. Author's note, post the next chapter tomorrow. Oof, can't wait. Ooh, scoozy. Okay, December day 1, part 2. Harry sits at the Great Hall and sees Hermione coming into the room with Malfoy. What the hell is going on? He thought. Harry, are you even listening? Harry looks to his left and side and sees Ginny. Yeah. She smiles. So you agree that we should throw a Christmas party at Hogwarts? Harry hesitates. Yeah, that'll be fun. She smiles bitterly. I'm glad that you agree. Ginny goes to the other end of the table. He sighs and looks back at Malfoy. What is he up to? He thought. Hermione walks to the Gryffindor table. He looks down at his food as she sits down. Hermione, why are you coming into the Great Hall with Malfoy? He had to ask. She looks around the room, then at him. What's everyone getting ready for? Harry can't believe that Hermione's trying to change the subject. He was about to say something, but someone steals that chance. Duh! Christmas, Hermione! Ron spats out. He looks at her. Ron's in for it now. Harry thought. Don't you dare say duh to me again, Ronald. Ron flinches. Hermione, answer my question. Please. What question? Ron asks him. Hey. Harry tells him. Hermione. Ron asks this time. Let's study for NEWTs. I call them newts, so let's say that. Newts, before the end of the day, she says, dodging the question. He knows he's not going to get anything out of her, but he knows another person to ask. Harry looks at the Slytherin table, seeing the blonde boy look over at him. Eyes were locked for 2 seconds. When Malfoy turns to Pansy, how weird could this day get? Darling, please pay attention to me, Pansy says to Draco. He finally looks at her. What? I was in the middle of something, you know. She rolls her eyes. Yes, I know. I know you were, heart-eyeing him. I was not. I was staring daggers at him. Call it what you want. It's hot eyes to me. Draco's cheek turned red as roses. Even your face says I'm right, she says as she lifts her teacup. He mocks her. She smacks his shoulder, making him flinch. Draco ignores her and looks back to the Gryffindor table. Feeling sad more than ever of all the people in Hogwarts in love to fall in love with, it had to be bloody Harry Potter. After the Great Hall, everyone went to their dorms. Harry on the other hand, did not. He didn't feel like sleeping. So he puts on the invisibility cloak and takes his Marauders. I can never say this right, and I hate this. Marauders map. There we go. I got it. I am so happy in myself. He walks down the corridor, heading to the courtyard. Harry sits on the bench that was covered in snow. Crap, it's cold, he thought. Then he hears trudging through the snow. Why does this have to be here? Harry hears a familiar voice. He sits quietly and sees a figure walking up to the very bench he was sitting on. The figure comes into a clear view. Malfoy? Harry thought. Draco's not in bed because he didn't feel like getting more nightmares when he loses Harry to some, let's say, witch, like Ginny or Cho, or even when it was the Triwizard Tournament, he thought Cedric was going to win Harry. The talk, the eyes, everything that Cedric did made Draco filled with jealousy. At least he's dead, and now Draco doesn't have any male competition, just females. He feels a little tired, but still, nightmares of Cho and Harry going on a date, Harry and Ginny kissing, Cho and Harry having that, and Harry and Ginny getting married. Those are nightmares that Draco does not have to have again. I'd rather be in Azkaban instead of having those. He walks up to the bench and sees some snow is patted down. And he also sees footprints leading to the bench. This should be fun, he thought devilishly. Harry sees him come and looks as if Malfoy is going to sit on Harry's lap. Since he didn't get up in time, Draco did exactly that. Malfoy fixes himself on Harry's lap, wrapping his arms around him, and pulls the invisibility cloak right off Harry's head. I knew it! Malfoy yells. Harry covers his yap so that they won't be caught being out past midnight. Shush! Do you want to get in trouble? Harry asks in a whisper, though he knew he shouldn't have asked that. Malfoy rolls his eyes. You ask that question instead of why I'm sitting on top of you? That voice break, though. Harry forgot that Malfoy was sitting on top of him. He pushes him off, making Malfoy get covered in snow. He pulls the cloak back on top of his head. Why are you even out here? Malfoy stands up, cleans the freezing snow off of him. Why should I tell you, Scarface? I'm just asking to make sure you're not going to do anything evil, Harry says as he adjusts his eyeglasses. Malfoy looks at him annoyed. Why does everyone think I'm going to do something evil again? Well, I was not necessarily evil, just bad. Not necessarily evil, Harry repeats in an irritated voice. You've helped Malfoy, and everyone has a right to suspect. Harry lifts his head at Harry's words, then ducks and starts to walk away. Harry gets up, grabs Malfoy's wrist. He doesn't turn back, just kept trying to walk away. Harry pulls his wrist, making Malfoy turn to face him. But Harry sees the tears running down the other boy's face. Why is he crying? He thought. Malfoy pulls his wrist away and runs. Harry didn't know what to do or how to react. So he goes back to the common room and falls asleep in his warm bed. thinking about the tears he saw Draco cry once again. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop it here. And I don't know if I'm going to go on with this one, but I am going to read something else instead. Something about Christmas, because we are only 3 days away, right, my boo? Right, my dudes, right. Okay. So anyways, guys, I hope you have a Merry Christmas, and I love you guys so much. Thank you for supporting me. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet, click down below, subscribe, the subscribe button, or there's a little thing that pops up every end of my videos. Click that. It also is a subscribe button. Also put on push notifications so you're notified every time I post. And be happy, be healthy, and always be loving. Bye, guys.